Hi friends, my name is Michael Rowles. I am a jean size 32. The funny story that I can remember is going to a movie theater in Culver City, me and a friend of mine. I really had to use the restroom, so I'm like squandering everywhere trying to figure out where the restroom was. She goes into the women's restrooms from the restrooms that we could see, and then you know how sometimes the restrooms, like men will be on this side, women's will be on that side. So I'm thinking that's what it is, but it ends up being like a double door, like one in, one out for the women's restroom. So I go in and I'm not thinking of anything. So I go into the stall, relieve myself, and I come out. I see my friend at the wash stand with me, and I'm just like, okay, so this is awkward. And then I see another young lady on the other end, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna walk out and hopefully everything is fine. It wasn't. There was an older woman there waiting for her, I believe, granddaughter. And she stopped me and she was like, excuse me, what are you doing in the women's restroom? And I was like, it was an honest mistake. I really had to use the restroom and didn't know where the restrooms were located since it's a new place that I'm at. So it was just confusion on my end. And I apologized to her, but she was not taking it. She yelled to the top of her voice, asking for the manager and saying, why is this man in the women's restroom? And it came to a point to where there were people that did come that worked there to see what the issue was. I explained my side, you know, my friend explained it as well. So we were just standing there for a few minutes. Then we moved on to concession. She followed us to concession, yelling the same thing. This man was in the women's restroom. I don't know what he was doing, but this man was in the women's restroom. I was mortified. I eventually had a cup tray in my hand covering my face because she had took her phone out at this point and started recording me while she was yelling at me, saying, why was this man in the women's restroom? Y'all need to do something about him. I was mortified, and you know, after explaining myself once again, me and my friend had went into our movie, and we literally could hear her outside of the theater that we were in until they had to escort her out. I don't know if they escorted her out or to her movie where she was going or whatever the case was, but it was embarrassing, but it was funny at the same time because I'm queer and I don't want to have nothing to do with what they do in the women's restroom, let alone the men's. So I'm just like, look, I just need to go. But that was the funny story that I could think of right off the bat. Thank you for listening.